Welcome back. How to slow the aging process? A question many of us find ourselves asking at some point in our lives. Well, our next guest says the answer may be at the cellular level. With us this morning is a biotechnologist and author of Harnessing the Nine Hallmarks of Aging, Greg Macpherson. Good morning.
Good morning, Elizabeth.
Thanks for being with us. So you're a biotechnologist. Is there any way to stop feeling as old as we are?
Absolutely. Look, I think if we get working and cracking soon enough and early enough in our life, then absolutely we can actually slow down that feeling of getting old and actually delay it until we're actually much older.
Wonderful. You talk about these blue zones, places like Loma Linda, California, Okinawa, Japan, where people might have slightly different lifestyles. Can you talk to us about that and what research is around those?
Yeah, the blue zones are areas around the world where people have quite extraordinary longevity and also quite extraordinarily good health as they get really a lot older. And scientists have investigated and had a look at what these people are doing that's different than the rest of us. And there are a few things. One is that they're exercising a whole bunch more. They just build exercise into their daily life. And the other thing is that they eat a plant-based diet, and they do that slightly different than the rest of us as well, in that they have their biggest meal in the morning, and they never eat until they're full.
They never eat until they're full. I think I eat until I'm overly full. That's important, huh?
It is actually quite important, because when you eat until you're not quite full, it actually helps the body turn on these longevity circuits, these I guess cellular cascades that actually help us stay healthier and younger for much longer.
So your book, it's called The Nine Hallmarks of Aging. What's a hallmark, and can you tell us a couple?
Yeah, sure thing. So it's not a greeting card. It's a hallmark is like a cause of aging. So an example of that is your DNA. Your DNA breaks between 50 and 100,000 times a day, and it gets repaired really, really well by the body, because we've got some fantastic systems to look after our DNA. But as we age, our DNA gets a little wonky, for want of a better word, and this actually affects the health of our cells. And another hallmark is something called mitochondrial dysfunction, which sounds really sciencey, but it's essentially we have these little batteries in our cells called mitochondria, and they're just like your cell phone battery. They get a little tired as we age, and they're quite amazing little machines that will actually last us a lifetime, unlike perhaps a cell phone battery. But from the age of 40, our batteries actually slow down and don't work quite so well, and that actually has quite a big impact on our health.
So from your standpoint, and with what you do, you're a pharmacist and a biotechnologist, how do we stop feeling that as old as we are?
Yeah, so what I've written about in my book, Elizabeth, is how to actually, well, what are these hallmarks and what we can do about them. And then when we understand that, we can start to look at how we can slow this aging process down. So like in the blue zones, it's about exercise and diet, and we know these things from a long time ago. There's also new supplements that people haven't really had access to before that are coming through. Things like hobamine, which is from Himalayan tartary buckwheat. It's like an antioxidant 3.0. It has a remarkable effect on our cells. It was actually discovered at Vanderbilt University in the States, and is a really exciting molecule to help protect our cells. Boosting your levels of NAD. NAD is a key enzyme inside our cells that declines as we get older, and scientists have realized that if we actually boost it, then it can have quite rejuvenative effects on our cells.
And real quick, because we're running out of time, what about strawberries? We're just showing some images of strawberries.
Yeah, so strawberries, what's in there is something called fisetin, and fisetin is an ingredient that comes from strawberries, and it actually helps the body remove something they're called senescent cells. They're kind of like zombie cells that hang around and they accumulate as we age. And if we can actually reduce the levels, it has quite remarkable health benefits.
Interesting. For more information, go to the 9hallmarksofaging.com. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.